Welfare schemes and policies in India. There have been a large number of welfare schemes under various policies. An attempt is made here to list almost all of them. Following are the various schemes for development of agricultural sector and farmers' welfare. Following are the various schemes for development of agriculture sector and farmers' welfare. They are broadly classified into centrally sponsored missions, central sector schemes, and state plan schemes. Under centrally sponsored missions, you have the following: National Food Security Mission, National Mission on Sustainable Agriculture, National Mission on Oilseeds and Oil Palm, National Mission on Agricultural Extension and Technology, and lastly, Mission of Integrated Development of Horticulture. Under central sector schemes, we have the following: National Crop Insurance Program, Integrated Scheme on Agricultural Cooperation, Integrated Scheme for Agriculture Marketing, Integrated Scheme on Agriculture Census, Economics and Statistics, Secretariat of Economic Services, and lastly, Rashtriya Krishi Vikas Yojana. Now let us have a look at National Food Security Mission, which comes under centrally sponsored missions. National Food Security Mission, that is NFSM. NFSM aims to increase the production of rice, wheat, pulses and coarse cereals through area expansion and productivity enhancement, restoring soil fertility and productivity, creating employment opportunities and enhancing farm-level economy. The basic strategy of the mission is to promote and extend improved technologies, that is seed, micronutrients, soil amendments, integrated pest management, farm machinery and resource conservation technologies along with capacity building of farmers. NFSM will have three components: National Food Security Mission - Rice, that is NFSM - Rice, National Food Security Mission Wheat, and National Food Security Mission Pulses. The second mission under centrally sponsored mission is National Mission on Sustainable Agriculture, that is NMSA. NMSA has been formulated to make agriculture more productive, sustainable, remunerative and climate resilient by promoting location-specific, integrated, composite farming systems. This mission seeks to transform Indian agriculture into a climate-resilient production system through suitable adaptation and mitigation measures in domains of both crops and animal husbandry. It aims to conserve natural resources through appropriate soil and moisture conservation measures. It also adopts comprehensive soil health management practices. It aims to optimize utilization of water resources through efficient water management to expand coverage for achieving more crop per drop. It has been formulated to develop capacity of farmers and stakeholders in conjunction with other ongoing missions and pilot models in select blocks for improving productivity of rain-fed farming by mainstreaming rain-fed technologies. NMSA identifies 10 key dimensions, namely seed and culture, water, pest, nutrient, farming practices, credit, insurance, market, information and livelihood diversification for promoting suitable agricultural practices that covers both adaptation and mitigation measures through 4 functional areas, namely research and development, technologies, products and practices, infrastructure and capacity building. The third centrally sponsored mission is the National Mission on Oilseeds and Oil Palm, that is NMOOP. This mission aims to expand areas under oilseeds, harness the potential in the areas or districts of low productivity, strengthening inputs delivery mechanisms, strengthening of post-harvest services besides a focus on tribal areas for tree-borne oilseeds. The NMOOP is built upon the achievements of the existing schemes of Integrated Scheme of Oilseeds, Oil Palm and Maize, Tree-borne Oilseed Scheme and Oil Palm Area Expansion Program during the 11th Plan period. The fourth centrally sponsored mission is National Mission on Agricultural Extension and Technology, that is NMAET. This mission has 4 components, that is Sub-Mission on Agriculture Extension, Sub-Mission on Seed and Planting Material, Sub-Mission on Agricultural Mechanization, and Sub-Mission on Plant Protection and Plant Quarantine. This mission aims to disseminate information and knowledge to the farming community in local language or dialect in respect of agricultural schemes. Agricultural technology, including the adoption or promotion of critical inputs and improved agronomic practices were being disseminated under 17 different schemes of the Department of Agriculture and Cooperation during the 11th Plan. The Modified Extension Reform Scheme was introduced in 2010 with the objective of strengthening extension machinery and utilizing it for synergizing interventions under these schemes under the umbrella of the Agriculture Technology Management Agency. The NMAET has been envisaged as the next step towards this objective through the amalgamation of these schemes. The common threads running across all 4 sub-missions in NMAET are extension and technology. Therefore, while 4 separate sub-missions are being proposed for administrative convenience, these are inextricably linked to each other at the field level, and most components thereof have to be disseminated among the farmers and other stakeholders through a strong extension network. The aim of the mission is to restructure and strengthen agricultural extension to enable delivery of appropriate technology and improved agronomic practices to the farmers. This is envisaged to be achieved by a judicious mix of extensive physical outreach and interactive methods of information dissemination, use of ICT, popularization of modern and appropriate technologies, capacity building, and institution strengthening to promote mechanization, availability of quality seeds, plant protection, etc., and encourage aggregation of farmers into interest groups to form the farmers' producer organizations. The 5th centrally sponsored mission is the Mission of Integrated Development of Horticulture. This mission aims to promote holistic growth of the horticulture sector, including bamboo and coconut, through area-based regionally differentiated strategies, which includes research, technology promotion, extension, post-harvest management, processing and marketing, in consonance with comparative advantage of each state, region, and its diverse agroclimatic features. Encourage aggregation of farmers into farmer groups like FIGs or FPOs to bring the economy of scale and scope, enhance horticulture production, augment farmers' income, and strengthen nutritional security and improve productivity by way of quality germplasm, planting material, and water use efficiency through micro-irrigation. Implementation of MIDH is expected to achieve a growth rate of 7.2% in the horticulture sector during the 12th plan, besides generating skilled and unskilled employment opportunities in rural and urban areas. The strategy of the MIDH is production of quality seeds and planting material, production enhancement through productivity improvement measures, along with support for creation of infrastructure to reduce post-harvest losses and improved marketing of produce with active participation of all stakeholders, particularly farmer groups and farmer producer organizations. MIDH subsumes 6 ongoing schemes of the Department of Agriculture and Cooperation on horticulture development, that is, 3 centrally sponsored schemes of NHM, HMNEH, NBM, and 3 central sector schemes, that is NHB, CDB, and the Central Institute for Horticulture in Nagaland. The interventions under MIDH have a blend of technological adaptation supported with fiscal incentives for attracting farmers as well as entrepreneurs involved in the horticulture sector. Now, we'll have a look at the central sector schemes. National Crop Insurance Program, that is NCIP. This scheme aims to provide insurance coverage and financial support to the farmers in the event of crops failure as a result of natural calamities, pests and diseases, as also to encourage farmers to adopt progressive farming practices, high-value inputs, and higher technology in agriculture. This scheme has been introduced by merging the Modified National Agricultural Insurance Scheme, Weather-Based Crop Insurance Scheme, and Coconut Palm Insurance Scheme throughout the country from 2013. The NCIP has been introduced to provide financial support to the farmers for losses in their crop yields, to help in maintaining the flow of agricultural credit, to encourage farmers to adopt progressive farming practices and higher technology in agriculture, and thereby to help in maintaining production, employment and economic growth. The second central sector scheme is the Integrated Scheme on Agricultural Cooperation, that is ISAC. The objective of this scheme is to provide financial assistance for the activities of cooperatives like agro-processing, marketing of food grains, input supply, development of weaker section cooperatives, computerization of cooperatives, etc., as also to develop cooperative awareness amongst the people, and to cater to the education and training requirements of cooperative personnel and state government officials. This scheme is a result of the merger of two erstwhile schemes of the 11th Plan, namely the restructured Central Sector Scheme for Assistance to National Cooperation Development Corporation, that is the NCDC, Programs for Development of Cooperatives, and the Central Sector Scheme for Cooperative Education and Training. The implementation of the scheme would yield the following benefits: streamlining the cooperative marketing structure, diversification of activities, capacity building of cooperatives to undertake value addition, enabling cooperatives to have storage or cold storage facilities, undertake business operations, improving activities in allied areas such as dairy, poultry, fishery, coir, handloom and sericulture, involving grassroots level cooperatives in integrated area development, helping cooperatives in the least or underdeveloped states and those of weaker sections through special programs and schemes, providing appropriate managerial and technical inputs besides manpower, development and training, etc. The third central sector scheme is the Integrated Scheme for Agriculture Marketing, that is ISAM. This scheme aims to promote the creation of agricultural marketing infrastructure by providing back-end subsidy support to the state, cooperative and private sector investments, to promote the creation of scientific storage capacity and to promote pledge financing to increase farmers' income, to promote integrated value chains confined up to the stage of primary processing only, and to provide vertical integration of farmers with primary processes. It aims to use ICT as a vehicle of extension to sensitize and orient farmers to respond to new challenges in agriculture marketing. It also aims to establish a nationwide information network system for speedy collection and dissemination of market information and data on arrivals and prices for its efficient and timely utilization by the farmers and other stakeholders as well. It aims to support framing of grade standards and quality certification of agricultural commodities to help farmers get better and remunerative prices for their graded produce. It aims to catalyze private investment in setting up of agri-business projects and thereby provide assured market to producers and strengthen backward linkages of agri-business projects with producers and their groups, and to undertake and promote training, research, education, extension and consultancy in the agri-marketing sector. The next central sector scheme is the Integrated Scheme on Agriculture Census, Economics and Statistics. This scheme aims to collect or compile data of operational holdings in the country to provide aggregates for basic agricultural characteristics for use as the benchmark for inter-census estimates. The next central sector scheme is the Secretariat Economic Service, that is SES. This scheme aims to provide support and services to the employees or officers of the Department of Agriculture and Cooperation, including provision of office equipments, furniture, office accommodation, renovation of rooms, transport services, newspaper, magazines, publicity, and advertisement expenditure, etc. The next scheme is a state plan scheme. It is known as Rashtriya Krishi Vikas Yojana, that is RKVY. This scheme aims to incentivize the states to increase investment in agriculture and allied sectors to achieve 4% growth in the agriculture sector. The scheme is available for any agriculture activity that can increase production growth in the agriculture and allied sectors. One of the basic objectives of RKVY is to incentivize investments in agriculture and allied sectors by linking state-wise allocation of RKVY funds to the increased share of state plan expenditure in agriculture and allied sectors. RKVY is a continuing scheme under implementation from the 11th 5-year plan period. RKVY is a state plan scheme that provides considerable flexibility and autonomy to states in planning and executing programs for incentivizing investment in agriculture and allied sectors. The other broad and important welfare schemes and policies in India are the National AIDS Control Program, Phase 4, Mother and Child Tracking Facilitation Center, various schemes for development of agriculture sector and farmers' welfare, National Urban Livelihoods Mission, Mission for Integrated Development of Horticulture, the National Youth Policy of 2014, National Mission on Libraries, National Skill Development Mission, Technology Upgradation Fund Scheme, the Rashtriya Uchchatar Shiksha Abhiyan, Sankalp Initiative, Rashtriya Bal Swasthya Karyakram, schemes for welfare of overseas Indians, schemes for welfare of minorities, Accelerated Power Development and Reform Program, Prime Minister's Employment Generation Program, National Mission on Micro Irrigation, data on slums based on house listing and house census of 2011, Learn and Earn scheme for minorities, and lastly schemes for primary education development.